24/7 Teachers Training, a lesson-by-lesson tutorial for homogeneous teaching. We are an EdTech textbook publishers.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear teacher. I welcome you on behalf of the Snowman Publishers to an online tutorial on section 2 of the chapter 5 of Science Grade 4, which covers the topic light. The video will cover properties of light, shadows and their properties, reflection of light, rainbow prism. So let's get started with the teaching plan. Like in every lesson, welcome the students with a cheerful smile and say Assalamu alaikum. Ask them to sit and say, how are you? Introduce the topic of learning and write light in prominent letters on the board. Start the lesson by asking simple questions such as, what is light? What does it help us do? Where do we get our light from? Say, in this room or in the garden outside. Start the lesson with an interesting activity. Ask the students to sit still and close their eyes. After a few moments, ask them what they saw. They will obviously respond, it was dark. Build on this activity to explain that they couldn't see because light from the outside could not enter their eyes. It is the light around that shines on the objects and helps us see things. Start explaining the properties of light with the help of a simple experiment. Light a candle on the table and dim the lights in the room. Hold a paper and an object near the candle so that the object forms a shadow on the paper. Move the object closer and farther from the candle to show the increase and decrease in the size of the shadow. Use this observation to explain that shadows form on the opposite side of the light source and may vary in size depending on the distance. We also use a clear sheet to show that transparent objects do not form a shadow. Introduce the concept of reflection with the help of simple questions such as, what do we see when we look in the mirror? Students will answer, we see ourselves. Explain that the phenomenon of mirrors showing the same image is called reflection, and it happens because light is reflected from the mirror when it is shone on it. Give the example of a bouncy ball and even bring one in the classroom if possible. Hit a wall with the ball and catch it when it comes back to you. Explain to the students that this is the way reflection of light works. Read the section of reflection aloud from the textbook as the students follow in their own books. Ask the students if any one of them has ever seen a rainbow. If anyone answers yes, ask him to explain how it looks like. Make a student read out aloud the formation of rainbows from the textbook while others follow in their own textbooks. Explain that sunlight is actually white light and is split into 7 colors upon reflection, which results in a beautiful rainbow. For a fun activity, arrange 7 color cards which show the colors of a rainbow and shuffle them. Ask the students to sequence them as in a rainbow. Use the students' understanding of rainbow formation to explain a prism. Show the working of a prism in the classroom possible. Explain to the students that rainbow and prism are similar phenomenon, but one is happening in a drop of water and the other through a piece of glass. For homework, you can ask the students to draw the diagram of a prism and show dispersion of light. Thank you, Honorable Teacher, for your listening, and Allah Hafiz.